one of my wild, I would say on-set stories is we're doing The Wire. It's season 1. And there's a famous scene from The Wire where you see, in fact, they had it like in the Time like video magazine where they showed us walking through the vacant lot, going to that orange couch. They used the orange couch that was in the middle of these condemned buildings. So that's all real. And even the couch was discovered. That's not set dressing. It's set dressing, but made from an original place. The buildings are actually condemned. So me and Idris were off camera and we shooting the shit off scene. And I'm literally talking to him. We're going over the lines a bit. And I'm kind of got my head facing down like this, and I'm kicking at the dirt, kind of like this. And this little, it looks like a rock at first, like kind of a jagged rock just dislodges from the dirt a little bit. So I fuck with it a little more. And then it completely comes out, and it's a bone. It's not an animal bone, you understand? It's a human bone, like a baby hip bone. It's a small hip bone, right? Me being super urban, I'm just not even gonna touch it at first. I'm looking at it like, what the fuck? That does not look like an animal bone. I wouldn't have touched it if it was an animal bone. And neither was Idris. Idris was kind of like, and I saw one of the PAs, and so we told him to come over. He came over and quickly just, and we both looked at this bone that clearly was like a human, young person's hip bone. Dislodged from the thing. And then, action. So when you see me when I'm walking through that yard and I look so much like I'm checking everybody out and I'm really just thinking, God damn. What we saw, I had to actually remember my lines. By the time I got to my man, I was so, ingested by that moment that by the time I got to him, it was very natural. Like the way I'm talking to you right now, like I don't know what I'm gonna say next, and that's why that scene played out well. It's one of people's favorite scenes, and whenever I talk to Idris every so often, we recall that one moment. And then we had another wild story, a wild wire story that is, where because we were our offices, meaning Avon, Barksdale, and Stringer Bell, we had a strip club for our offices, like upstairs, and it was a real strip club, right? So the strippers was crazy about us, right? So, at that time, the show wasn't famous or anything, so they weren't like just all over us like that, but they knew we was shooting something, so it was just a little love. Like they wasn't the big love that we probably get now, a lot more love, but still, cool looking strippers, East Coast, Baltimore, they all right, And Idris and I, we had a ball. But not like, let me tell you how we had the ball. A couple of the girls were so into us, we were able to have so much fun with them that they came out to our trailer, which was stationed right in front of the actual strip club. On the avenue, they had our trailers that we, dressed in and things of that nature. So we had a lot of time off. So the two strippers came with one of them brought like a two-headed dildo. Like, here's where the shit come in at. A two-headed dildo. And man, it's crazy how they use their imaginations with that. You know what I'm saying? They did this two-headed dildo like anal show. Like they put it in both their asses. It was like in the trailer, like banging each other. Like it was just unbelievable. Like, gosh. That stuff was that's unusual, but having the strippers come and do crazy things was not unusual. That's one of the wildest stories for me.